Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga practice. My name is Christine. This channel is Integrated Yoga Therapy, and I am practicing today live on Zoom with a group from Breastfriends in Tigard, Oregon. Their website is linked in the description box below. So if you or anyone you know might benefit from this class or from their organization, please feel free to reach out to them and feel free to share this practice. If you want to make any comments on the practice about what might be beneficial for you, I love, love, love to hear from you. So please do let me know because I want to bring offerings that support you the best. And now that I'm not at the front of the room, I can get rid of my little booster seat here. And we'll go ahead and get started. So just sitting in your comfortable seat, hopefully with your feet on the ground or maybe resting on a yoga block or some other kind of support if the chair is a bit tall for you, just so that you can really feel grounded here. That's exactly what that means when people say, let's get grounded. That means let's become present. So feel your feet on the ground, feel your bosom or butt in the chair, your sit bones, feel your hands resting on your thighs. And just really feel the physical sensations here. When we redirect our focus of our thinking mind down into our feeling body, that's an invitation for us to become present. And becoming present, we let go of the ruminations and we let go of worrying about the future. We just come right here into the body. And you might even close your eyes or soften your gaze a little bit so that you can truly feel your feet on the ground. Feel the sensation under each toe, under the heels. Feel your glutes, your sit bones resting on your chair. Feel the palms of your hands resting on your lap. And you might notice here some areas of discomfort or clenching or tightness that maybe you can soften a little bit. Perhaps the shoulders, the jaw. And you might also check in with your posture here, how you're sitting. If you find yourself rounding forward a little bit, you might intentionally draw yourself up to be a little bit taller, a little straighter, a little more balanced here. And right here, just this act of becoming present can help us to relieve a little bit of stress. Because if we're not worrying about the past or the future, and we're right here in this present moment, what is true for us right now? True for me right now as I'm practicing with a beautiful group of people with beautiful hearts. The sun is shining in my window. I am sheltered. That's what's true right here, right now, in this present moment. So you might ask yourself, what is true for you in this present moment? Not worrying about the future, not ruminating on the past. And another tool we can use to help keep us present is just to bring our awareness to the breath. So let's go ahead and maybe if it's comfortable for you, bring your hands to your low belly, just underneath your belly button. This is where the sacral chakra or the svadhisthana chakra is, right between the belly button and the pelvic floor, above the root chakra that we talked about in last week's class. And this is the place where we can feel our deep belly breath. So you might feel your belly expanding into your hands with your relaxed shoulders as you inhale, and soften back towards your spine as you exhale. Just really filling up, stimulating, recruiting that second chakra. And this chakra is developmental ages around 2 to 7. And this chakra is about our emotions, our feelings. It's about creativity and vitality. It's also associated with the organs of procreation, with the kidneys and the gallbladder. So you might even notice if you bring your hands out to your hips, or maybe one hand to your belly and one to your low back, that you feel some expansion here from side to side as you breathe, and maybe from front to back as well. Really fill up. And as you exhale, intentionally draw that low belly in, give it a little bit of a squeeze, let all that old stale air out. And then inhale to fill up once again. And exhale to release. Just continue to breathe here. You can release your hands if that's more comfortable for you, but just keeping that low belly breath here, supporting our emotional expression. As we develop as younger kids, we might take on the emotions of our caregivers. This is the place where we begin to explore, where we begin to get sense impressions about what's true in the world around us. So let's just begin a little bit of movement here. We're going to inhale, expand the belly, look up towards the sky. Exhale, really let all that air out with a gentle squeeze as you look down towards the ground. And just continuing to move the head and the belly here together. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, look down, hug the hips in, hug the low belly and the low back in. Inhale to look up. And exhale, look down. Let's just do that twice more. Move at your own pace with your breath. Keep your shoulders and your jaw relaxed. And then with your next inhale, come back to that nice tall spine. Let's go ahead and get some more movement here in the neck. So let's just draw the chin back like you're trying to make a double chin here, and then release to come back to neutral. So just doing that a couple of times. Since we're bending over devices much of our life these days, we'll just release that tension across the back of the neck, across the shoulders. And then come back to neutral here. Let's take our gaze from side to side. So inhale at neutral, and as you exhale, just turn to look to the right. Inhale, neutral. As you exhale, look left. And here, as you inhale back to neutral and exhale to look right, you might reach that left arm out any amount. And then bring the left arm back to the lap as you come back to center. And when you exhale left, you might reach that right arm out. As much as feels good to you. Let's just do twice more to each side. If you don't want to add the arm, don't add the arm. This is your practice. And keeping your jaw relaxed and your spine tall. Last time to the left is the last time. We'll come back to center. And then here we'll inhale to look up to the sky again. Exhale to draw your chin down towards your right collarbone. Inhale, look back up towards the sky, and exhale to draw your chin down towards your left collarbone. And again, we'll just continue to move side to side, kind of creating a little rainbow shape with the chin. And just explore here. See what's feeling good, see what's feeling tight. Continue from side to side twice more. And if you find a spot that's just really nice, you might stay there and breathe a couple breaths. And the next time you go to the right, let's all stay here and just breathe 2 breaths. Just let your chin be heavy, let your left shoulder be heavy. And then inhale the chin skyward, exhale to the left, couple breaths over here. Relax your right arm, your right shoulder as you breathe. And then we'll inhale back up to the sky again, exhale to come back to neutral. And then let's just inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears, exhale to lower down. Inhale to let them rise, and exhale to draw them down. A couple more times here, and we're just moving gentle. We're not forcing anything. We're not squeezing super tight. We're just warming up here, saying hello. And then let's roll the shoulders up and down and back. And you can keep your hands resting to your lap, or you might let your hands lift a bit. And then let's inhale, open up the arms as much as feels good to you, up to shoulder height. Exhale, bend the elbows and bring your fingertips to the tops of your shoulders. Let's just make some little circles here with those elbows. And if this is uncomfortable for your shoulders or your arms, you can just do whichever side is comfortable for you. Or you can release the hands and just make your little circles here, whatever feels right in your body. And then let's inhale, open up the elbows. Exhale, draw them towards each other at center. So as you inhale and open up, kind of squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. And as you exhale forward, open up your shoulder blades. And just moving very gently, not forcing. Just letting your face be soft, but continuing to keep that nice tall spine. One more time, exhale, elbows towards one another. Inhale, open up, stretch the arms out, and we'll just rotate those wrists a couple times in each direction, and then shake the hands out, shake the arms out, and release. Come back to your breath. Come back to the awareness of your feet on the ground, the breath in the low belly. Come back to being present with yourself right here in this moment. And then let's go ahead and scoot a little bit forward to the front of your chair so that you're still supported. You're not going to fall off, but you got a little space here. Well, inhale to bring a nice tall spine. And as we exhale, let's bring the forearms down to rest on the tops of the thighs. So you can just let your hands relax over your knees here if you like, or you can spread them out nice and wide if that feels good. And we're just going to kind of draw the heart forward and look forward here. So drawing those elbows down and back, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, maybe looking straight ahead or down at the floor, 6 or 8 feet ahead of you. And just opening up your heart. This is kind of a seated cobra pose. Couple breaths right here. And if you find those nice low belly breaths, you might really feel that expansion in the low back here. One more full breath here. And then as you inhale, bring one hand and the other to the tops of the thighs. Come back to a nice tall spine. And just notice what you notice. Notice your heart beating. Notice any sense of space or warmth or ease or flow, whatever's happening for you right now. Really noticing what you're feeling, honoring your emotions. And then we'll step the feet out as wide as you're comfortable with. Hands at the tops of the thighs. Let's just start stirring it up a little bit. So you might start nice and tall right here. Imagine yourself just sort of swirling a spoon in a teacup. And then we'll circle in the opposite direction. And then we'll come back to center. We'll do the same thing once again, but this time you might bring in a little of that cat and cow spine. So as you inhale forward, kind of draw the shoulder blades together, circle to the right, and as you inhale back, draw the belly button back towards the spine, and then circle up the opposite side towards cow pose in the middle. So you can continue being nice and tall and straight in your spine, or you can kind of get your shoulders and your neck and your ribs all into the action. Once more in this direction, whatever direction you started. And then when you're ready, we'll switch directions. Just moving with your breath, keeping your feet on the ground and your hands on your lap here. And then inhale right back up to that tall spine and bring those feet back underneath the knees, parallel at center. And again, just check in with yourself. What are you feeling? What are you noticing? Not judging anything as good or bad or right or wrong. It just is what it is. And then let's pick up that right leg. So you can either bring your hands to the chair and lift your knee up, or you can bring your hands underneath your thigh here. And here we're just gonna curl and extend the toes. So just curl them in and extend them. Spread them out nice and wide. Curl them under, kind of like you're trying to pick up a pencil off the ground or something else. All I see around here right now is yoga stuff and cat hair balls, basically. Not the icky hair balls, but we call them tumble hair in our house. Cat hair seems to end up in all the corners. And then we'll point and flex the whole foot here. So not just the toes, but getting into the ankle. And really point the toes down and then flex the heel. If it begins to cramp in your calf when you're pointing your toes, you can press into the ball of your foot instead, like a high heel shoe shape. So this might make for cramping, but if you press into the ball, that might ease that a bit. So whatever works for you. And then we'll circle the ankle a few times in one direction. Keeping that tall spine, soft face, relaxed muscles in the jaw, and then we'll reverse the circles. And then give that knee one more little hug, maybe even rock it a little from side to side. And then we'll set that right foot down. And just take a moment here to notice any sense of imbalance in your body. It's not bad or good, it's just different. And then we'll do the same with the left side. So either just lifting the knee or supporting it here. Let's just curl the toes in and extend. Curl and extend. Spread them out nice and wide. We have 26 bones in each foot, 52 bones altogether. We don't really pay attention to those toes an awful lot. And everything hinges on our feet, right? They support us everywhere we go. And then we'll point and flex, getting into that ankle. And these muscles, these connections down here travel all the way up to the hip. So just working with the feet can help relieve low back issues and sciatica, which can also be associated with that second chakra. If we have an imbalance in the second chakra, we might question our own feelings. We might depend much on other people's feelings. We might not feel very adventurous. We might have a lot of fear. And then we'll make those circles. So doing practices that acknowledge and support our emotional life can help us to be our more authentic selves. And then the opposite direction, and show up for life with a sense of adventure and play and authenticity. And then we'll just rock that knee a little bit from side to side. And then set that left foot down. And we'll just windshield wiper the knees a little bit here. And then here you can continue to sit if you like, or if you would like to come to stand, you can kind of walk your heels back just a little bit. Feel all your toes and both heels on the ground. And on an inhale, press yourself up to stand. And here we've been sitting for a while, so you might just shake it out. And you can continue in your chair if you would like. Just standing or sitting, still feel your feet on the ground. And we're just going to inhale, maybe bringing your hands to your heart, and exhale to twist to the right. Inhale back to center, and then exhale to twist to the left. And just as if we were sitting in the chair, we want to keep our hips facing forward. So we're getting the twist in the rib cage, in the belly. If you want to get your arms more involved, you might release them open as you come side to side, bringing them back to your heart as they meet at center. So let's just do twice more to each direction. And then back to center. And then here we'll move the spine laterally, so side to side. So with yourself sitting or standing, we're just going to inhale height, exhale little side bend to the right, inhale back up to center, and exhale to side bend to the left. And just side to side. And again, you can keep your arms nice and low here, or you might want to reach the opposite arm up to the sky as you side bend right, reach that left arm over. As you side bend left, reach the right arm over. And just feeling what you notice, honoring your body. Let's just go one more time to each side. And then we'll inhale back to center, and let's just roll those shoulders up and down and back again. And then let's bring the hands to the low back, either like this with the fingers pointing down, or maybe interlacing your fingers behind you. We're just gonna roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, and maybe look up towards the sky. And if it feels good to you and you're either standing or sitting, you might bend into your knees a little bit and bow forward, maybe even lifting your knuckles up as you release forward into a forward fold. So from the chair, same thing. We're just bowing forward, lifting the hands up as much as feels good to you. Just another couple breaths wherever you are. Let your head be heavy. Relax your jaw. One more inhale, and as you exhale, release your hands, bring them back to the tops of your thighs, and inhale to scoop your heart forward and up. And exhale to come back to your tall spine, seated or standing mountain pose. And then let's take the feet out wide again. And always you can do this from your chair just like we did earlier. But if you're standing, little bend in those knees, and we're going to make some hip circles here. So just kind of keeping them as subtle as feels good to you, or getting as deep and generous with this as you like. You can take your feet out wider or make them narrower. Everybody's anatomy is a little bit different, so what I'm doing might not look like what you're doing, and vice versa, and that's beautiful. And the next time you bring your hips forward, let's reverse those circles. Just finding balance, evening everything out. If you want to make some noises here, you can. Maybe humming or groaning or grunting or sighing might feel nice. And then we'll bring those hips all the way to the back. Give yourself a little shake, shake, shake. Lengthen the neck, lengthen the spine. And then with an inhale, scoop your heart forward and up. Release your hands, shake them out. Bring your feet back to parallel. And just notice what you notice. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. And then if you're standing, let's all come back to sit. So make sure your chair is right behind you. Press into your feet, bend your knees and lower down, drawing those sit bones right back to your chair. And go ahead and make yourself nice and comfortable here. Scoot back on your chair. Feel supported, but with your feet still on the ground. And let's just take a moment to focus on the end of the nose. So we're going to take 9 breaths here. And what I really would encourage you to do is just focus on the inhale, that cool air coming into the nostrils as you breathe in. And then focus on the exhale, the warmer air now, as it travels out your nostrils when you breathe out. So just really honing in on that subtle sensation here. With eyes opened or closed, continue to relax and soften your shoulders. Relax the skin around your eyes, muscles in your forehead. As you continue to really focus just on the sensation of the air flowing in and out. Just a few more breaths here. 9 or 10 or 8, whatever works for you. We all kind of breathe at a different pace. So we'll just do that here for another 10 seconds or so. And then we'll focus once more on the breath at the low belly. You can bring your hands to rest here if that's helpful. And here, as you breathe in the qualities that you would like to see more of in your life. So as you breathe in, you might think about words like vitality, creativity, adventure. And as you breathe out, release qualities that are not serving you. Maybe fear, guilt, judgment, shame. Breathe in compassion, calmness, curiosity. Breathe out, release fear, judgment, anger. Breathing in clarity, confidence, courage, and connectedness. Breathing out, just releasing whatever does not serve you. And with your last breath in, breathe in anything that I haven't mentioned already or more of what you've already taken in. As you exhale, let it just spread throughout your body and notice how those words make your body feel. Notice how it makes your energy feel. And then if you like, in the tradition of yoga, you can bring your hands together at your heart and bow your chin downward in honor of yourself, in honor and recognition of your emotions, of your vitality, of this life that you are living and creating every day. Namaste.